Okay, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining today. We are going to work towards a 30-minute Pilates class, and there'll be options to use a ball during some of the exercises that can offer a little bit more muscle awareness and intensity if that's something you want to work towards. Again, it's just optional, so if you don't have one, not to worry. We are going to start lying down, just reclined on the mat. So make your way down, keep the knees bent for now, and if you do happen to have that ball, you can place it between your thighs to create a little bit of hugging in, and you want to maintain that feeling as your feet step down. So start to relax the arms somewhere along the sides. You're continuously hugging that ball, and you're going to think of almost like a wave up and down in this bridge shape. So with your inhale, you can work on rising up, keep hugging that ball with your thighs, and with your exhale, lower everything down to the mat. You'll repeat this about 5 times, lifting with the breath in and lowering down with the breath out. You want to imagine that your thighs could like imprint or almost squish and pop the ball as you explore this movement. And you may start to feel a little bit more waking up and toning in that outer glute, outer thigh area. Go one more time to the top, and then we'll hold there for a little bit longer. Take 3 breaths or so. Good. Grounding through the heels of the feet, still squeezing the ball for 2 more breaths. Good. Again, exhale. You can start to release. Let go of the ball for a few moments with the legs and extend them to the sky. Let your legs do like a random little kick, shake them out at the top. Good. And then we're going to work on a little bit more core work at this point. And if you do have a ball, you're going to try and actually squish it between your left elbow and your left thigh area. Imagine that you're going to squish and pop the ball on that left side. Keep it super strong and anchored. Now with your inhale, see how much length you can get in this right side, nice and long. As you exhale, think of this crunch. Connect your right elbow to your knee and tuck your chin in here. You're going to do that 10 times in total. Inhale, length. Exhale, squeeze for 9. Good. Try and make sure that left side's nice and frozen. Good. 8, hugging in. Can you get more reach through the right side of the body as you breathe in? Squeeze as you breathe out. 7. Good. 6. The head lowers as you inhale. 6. Good. 5. 4. Last 3. Good. 2. One more time, that right side as long as you breathe in. Connect knee to elbow, breathe out. Relax the head down. Repeat what we did to start. Bring the block between your thighs, squeeze it tightly. Relax the arms down. Think of that nice big white wave. Rising as you breathe in, lowering as you breathe out. Good. Keep hugging that ball tightly. Go for 4. Good. Try and feel the hips lift up for 3. Good. 2. One more time, hold at the top. Maybe give the shoulders a few little tucks here. We'll take a couple more breaths. Hug that ball for 2. Good. And then 1, slowly lowering. We're going to repeat that exercise. Squish the ball tightly between the right elbow and right thigh. Keep it still like a statue. And then with your inhale, look for that length on just the left side. Stretch it long. And exhale, squeeze and contract. You have 10 on this side. Lengthen as you breathe in. Good. Tap knee to elbow. Breathe out for 9. Good. Keep moving with control. 8, 7. Good. 6. Stay strong and toned on that right side. 5, 4, 3. Chin is to chest at the top. Last 2. One more time. Make that left side long. Inhale. elbow to knee, exhale, relax the head down. Again, remove the ball, just extend your legs up, give them that random little kick and shake. Beautiful. So we're interlace the hands to the back of your neck, and same idea, exhale, lift up through head, neck, and shoulders. Good. So as you inhale, we're going to go ahead and extend the right leg long as the head drops. Breathe in at the bottom and breathe out to lift and squeeze. Good. Keep alternating the legs. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Try and feel the lower back push into the mat as you work on this little core exercise. Good. Keep alternating in the legs. Good. Exhale. Can you lift up a little higher through your shoulders? Do a few more on the right and on the left, feeling nice and warm in the core. Good. One more time each side. Left leg's long, exhale, lift. Good, so you're gonna stay lifted now, relax your head down, bring your arms up to the sky, and similar idea, but we're gonna do opposite arm and leg now. So extend that right leg long like we did previously. The left arm's gonna go behind you. Breathe in here. As you exhale, lift up, bring the chin to the chest. So you're going to try and coordinate the movement. Lengthen as you breathe in, and lift, squeeze as you breathe out. Come back to the top. Keep switching. Good. Remember, you want that low back pushing down rather than arching in the spine. Inhale, length and reach. Exhale, lift. Good. Keep breathing and moving. Long with the inhale. Good. Hug in with the exhale. Good. One more time, each side. Stretch as you lower down, lift, hug in as you come back up. Good. Last cycle here, rising and lowering. Relax your head to the mat. This time just bring the palms of your hands to cup your knees. You can keep your toes touching here and start to widen your knees apart. Bring them in opposite directions. And then simply reverse it, bring the inner legs together so you can open and close a few times. Feel a little bit more space around your hip flexors. You can keep doing this or add on like big circles. Let your thigh bones just stir around your hip joint. You can keep that for a few more moments. Change the direction as well, go the opposite way. Beautiful. And then again, we'll extend the legs and the arms to the sky. So you're going to bring your arms now into this like wide T shape, but they're hovering a few inches above the mat. And then try and let your priority be every part of your back pushing down into the mat. And see if you can maintain that. Only the right leg is going to move. Keep it strong and let it widen out to the right side. Can you hold it here without any lifting in the left side of the body? Good, nice and slowly bring that right leg back to center. You're gonna keep doing that. Let it widen out, hold it. Get heavier in the left side of the body, come back up. Good, next time you go out to the right, you're gonna stay, point the right toes and draw the tiniest little circles in your right leg, super small, like a micro movement. Take 3 breaths. Try and anchor into that entire left side body. 2. Good, and then 1, reverse the circles, go the other way. 3 breaths. Maybe that left side can get a little bit heavier. 2. Good, and then 1, come back to center, give your arms and your legs just a random kick, shake, move them around. And we'll set that up on the second side, of course, so plug the back into the mat, bring those arms into that like hovering T shape. Just the left leg is moving to the left side. So you want to avoid letting everything roll over with you. Can you plug that right side into the mat? Good, so keep that and then move your left leg continuously to the center and out to the side. So you're engaging the core more when you're able to keep that awareness in your back. It's anchored down. Go wide, lift back up. Next time your leg is out to the side, you're gonna hold it there, and smaller is better. Tiny circles in your left leg. Go for 3 breaths. Super small, super controlled. For 2. Good, and then one, come back to center, bend into your knees now, slide your hands into the backs of your legs, and you can play with this movement, rock and roll up and down your mat. See if you can do that continuously until you can actually flip over to a table, which we'll be in for a little bit of time. Good. Remember to take water and take breaks as you need as well. Good. So come onto all fours and think of those classic like cat-cow breaths just to wave along your spine and your neck. See how much rounding you can get in your back, and then exaggerate, go the opposite way, lower the belly, bring the gaze forwards and up. Good. Keep that for just a couple of more breaths. Good, come back to the center in your table, and you'll change it a little bit so the elbows are actually going to come down underneath your shoulders. Okay? The right hand is going to change a little bit. Bring it into this tent or dome, but widen out to the right side. So keep that right hand there, tuck your toes, and then extend the right leg back. Look for this height. Lift it up as far back as you can. So inhale, think of height and length, and as you exhale, bend the knee, bring it forwards. Can you touch the knee to the upper arm? So keep doing this. Inhale, look for length and height. Exhale, knee into the upper arm. Try and go for 3 more breaths, this slow and fluid movement. Again, so there's some mobility happening in the hips, some toning around the glute. For 2. Good, one more time, knee to elbow, hold. You're now gonna look for this like lateral movement. Bring the inner thighs together towards each other and then lift the right leg up. This is gonna happen 10 times. Lower and lift. See if you can keep the sides and the back of the neck long. Go for 8. Good, 7. More height at the top if you can. 6. 5. Good, nice and strong in that outer thigh and glute. 4, 3, 2, good, and then 1. Lift the leg up, kick it behind you. You're now gonna tuck those right toes under and shuffle elbows down and both feet back. So we're gonna come into this forearm plank for a little bit with the sides of your neck nice and long. Try and feel the heels of your feet stay high, and maybe the gaze can stay forwards as well. Take 3 breaths, keeping that core nice and warm, nice and braced. For 2. Good, slowly lower down. Bring the belly, chest, and head to the mat. Both of your hands will go into those little tents off to the sides. With your inhale, again, think of this wave in the upper body. Lift the chest, lift the head. Exhale, lower. You can repeat that a few times, rippling up and down. Make sure the tops of your feet stay heavy. Good, next time you're down, you can stay. Make your way back to all fours, so hands and knees. Pause, reorganize here. We're gonna do that same hip work on the second side. Elbows on the mat, left fingers tent to the left side. I like the right toes tucked under, it just helps a little bit with balance. The top of the foot can also stay down, just see what works for you. Look for that lifting in your left leg now. How high can you bring it? Inhale, think of that length. Exhale, connect, knee to elbow. Good. That fluid, slow movement. Keep breathing. Good. And stay controlled. Knee to elbow. Beautiful. Go for 3 more rounds here. The back of the neck stays long as well. Good. For 2. Nice, and then 1, knee to elbow. Squeeze the inner legs together so you're lowering and lifting 10 times. Good, maybe look out to the left, make sure the knee is lifting nice and high. 9, good, 8. Feel that burn in the outer glute, trying to tone. 7, 6, good, 5, 4, last 3, 2, 1 more time, lower and lift up. Good, keep sending your left leg back. Tuck the toes. 1 more time, we're transitioning into that strong forearm plank. Elbows step down, feet step back. Good, so this time you can either stay where you are or add on a little pivot. Both of the heels drop to the left side, toes are to the right. Come back through center, switch sides. See if you can keep this going for about 3 breaths, keeping your elbows heavy on the mat. Good, 2. One more time in both directions. Come back to the center and lower down. Good, do that same wave we worked on previously. Hands are wide, elbows are bent to start. Inhale into that nice wave. Exhale, lowering down. Keep breathing, moving at your own time. Good, next time you're down, again, take a moment, push into hands and knees, come back to your table. Reset. Beautiful. So we're gonna work on a little bit of movement and mobility for the shoulder, and then also incorporate some balance and core work. So to start, the right arm is gonna reach forwards. Imagine you're gonna shake someone's hand in front of you, and then almost like you're swimming, do a nice big backstroke. Reach to the back of your mat and reverse it, come forwards. You're gonna keep doing this on the right side, but play with lifting the left leg. So you're balancing on 2 limbs, hugging in through the belly. Really keep your neck long. Head. Maybe you can inhale, create more length in all directions. Good. Next time the right hand is forwards, bring your elbows back down to the mat and peek over your left shoulder. And try and tap your left toes to the bottom left corner of your mat, and then think of drawing like a rainbow at the back of your mat. Lightly tap your toes to the right, lift the leg up, go over to the left. Good, keep that going for about 5 breaths. Good, light little toe tap for 4. Again, nice height as you lift for 3, 2, one more time, tap, unravel again onto hands and knees. We'll reset. You're on all 4s again. Good, so left arm is now gonna do that big swimming motion. Shake someone's hand, swim way back. Good, and reverse. When you're comfortable with this motion, just do it with the right leg lifted. Good, stay braced through the belly, hug it in. Slow, controlled movement with that left shoulder, forwards and back. Go for 3 breaths. Keep your neck nice and long for 2. Good, next time the arm is forward, stack your elbows down. Peek over the right shoulder now. Tap your toes to the bottom right corner. Again, think of that big rainbow at the back. Go to the left. Good, light taps. You have 5 breaths. Good, for 4. Nice, 3, 2, beautiful, and then 1. Release to knees and shins on the mat, and then just for a little bit of time, think of like a resting pose, either belly on thighs, or if you prefer, knees apart, belly can go somewhere between thighs, and feel free to take water if you'd like as well. Good. So you're going to come more towards the center of your mat now, into this little kneeling shape, and tuck your toes under as well. So when you're ready, the bum will lift away from the heels, and try and remember during this next exercise, you want to keep pushing your hips forwards. The left hand is going to reach somewhere to the left side, right toes reach behind you. So you have this nice line in your limbs, and start with a big stretch, almost like a rainbow shape or crescent shape in your body. And you're welcome to stay or add on some balance. So float the right foot up. You can inhale, get more length. Maybe with your exhale, again, little crunches. Knee and elbow touch. Inhale, reach, create length. Exhale, squeeze. Try and do it 3 more times. Lengthen as you inhale, push the hips forwards, and think of rounding the back as you exhale. Good, 2 more, breath in. Good, and out. Relax now, knees and shins to the mat. If you want to give your hands a little flicker between the sides. Good, lift your seat, tuck your toes. Reminder to keep pushing your hips forwards. Good, and switch sides. Right hands to the right. Try and create that line in your limbs. Start with a beautiful stretch for the side line of the body. If you want to hang out here, that's perfectly fine. Maybe find balance or your crunches. Good. You have about 5 in total. Lengthening with the inhale. Hips are forwards, rounding, hugging with the exhale. Good. 4. Good. 3. 2. One more time, breathe in to reach, breathe out, elbow to knee. Good, come back to your knees and shins. We're gonna come to lie down on the right side of the body. So just start with your right arm reaching behind you so the bicep is like a little pillow for your ear to rest on. You can bend your knees and lift your thighs so they're a little closer to the belly as well. Stack the legs on top of each other. You can think of your left hand as that little tent in front of your chest. It's like a little kickstand, and you're going to start to open the legs. So left knee lifts and lowers. Repeat this about 5 times, keeping your toes together. Good. For 4, can always reach the left arm up as well if you like. 3. Good. 2. Beautiful. And then 1. Next time the left knee is lifted, hold it there. Lift up the entire left leg and foot in one line, and everything will lower and lift together. For 5. Good. 4. Look for that height at the top. 3. Good. 2. One more time, lower and lift. Straighten out the left leg towards the long edge of your mat now. Again, if you want to kickstand your left hand in front of you, try and mimic those tiny circles we did previously. Super micro movements. 5 breaths. Pointing the little toes for 4. Good. 3. 2. Good, and then 1, you can stack your legs, use your arms and hands, push into them so you can lift up, and we'll do that on the second side. Lying down on your left side, reaching the arm back. Good, so again, try and feel your knees lift, bring them up a little bit. Your hand can tent in front of the chest, good. And then the toes touch during the first variation, the knees widen and lift. Go for 5. If you like the top arm lifted, you determine again what works for you. 4, 3, 2. So you'll lift it and hold. Try and bring the foot, ankle, everything in one line, and then it's moving together. Same idea. Lower and lift for 5. Good. Nice and strong in that outer thigh, outer glute. 4. Good. 3. Last 2. One more time, lower, lift up, kick the leg directly out to the back, straighten it out, point the toes, and can you mimic again those tiny, tiny circles? You almost can't even see the movement. Go for 5. Good, little flickers. 4. Good, 3. 2. Beautiful, and then 1, stack your legs, use your hands and arms to support as you lift up. We'll come to a seated position at this point, and just give your right shin and thigh a little hug to the belly. Make your left leg long in front of you, dialing and lifting your left toes up. So as you hug this right shin in, you're gonna look for this lift up in your left leg and lower. Try and keep the sides of the body long as well. Do it about 3 times, lowering and lifting. Good, next time the leg is lifted, see if you can hold it there. A little higher for 3 breaths, lift the toes up, 2. Good, now widen as wide as you can out to the left, lower down and come back up. Good, do that one about 3 times in total as well. Lift up, go to the side and lower. Good, one more time to the center, and then we'll switch sides. Alternate the legs. Left thigh gets a hug. Make sure all of your right toes point up. Sit tall. Good. Look for height and down. Go for 3. Good, 2. Next time it's up, hold it, go higher and higher for 3 breaths. Spread all of those little toes if you can. 2. Good, widen out to the side, lightly place the foot down. Good, repeat 2 more times, to the center and out to the side. Good, 1 more time, bring the leg in front of you and out to the side. This time you're gonna keep it out there, set your hands behind you somewhere, and your legs will come into a straddle for a couple moments. Try and keep your toes pointing up. You can always keep your arms and hands somewhere behind you. If you feel like you need a little bit more stretching and folding, take your time here to cool down for a few breaths. Your elbows maybe can offer more comfort and support if you want to stack them. Your head can rest on something. Good. Maybe a deeper exhale, just releasing for a few breaths. Good. And take your time, come out of any fold that you're in. Bend your knees a little bit so you can come to a cross-legged seat and take this overhead reach. Go way up to the ceiling and a nice side stretch, go over to one side, again creating this like crescent or again similar opening for the side of the body, around the ribs. Good. Come through the center line and switch directions. Go the other way. Beautiful. You can meet lying down on the back. Take your time. Come all the way down, down. Good. The feet will now touch and the knees widen apart. So let the palms of your hands apply like a gentle weight to your inner thighs. Again, giving that nice release for your hips. Maybe take an inhale here. And a little sigh. Good. Relax the arms slightly wider now, and we're going to play with another glute variation with our bridges. So keep the soles of the feet pushing together, and you're going to work on lifting your seat up, lifting your hips up. So find that dome in your torso, and little pulses up and down for about 10 breaths. Good. Keep widening your knees apart and lifting the hips up for 9. 8, 7, chest is to chin, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, we'll hold for a little bit longer. Lift up in the bony parts of your hips. Go up to the sky. Take 3 breaths. Good. 2. A gentle release. Every part of your back pushes into the mat. Step your feet as wide as your mat now. The knees are pointing up. Bring your arms into a bigger T. And let your knees do a little bit of moving. Let them fall to the right side. You can lift them up, bring them way over to the left side. And just repeat for a couple of breaths, releasing more into the lower body. Beautiful. Next time the knees are to the right, you can let them stay there for an extra breath or 2. Sometimes it's nice to even reach the arms somewhere behind you in this shape. Get a little bit more space on the sides of the body. Good. Come back to the center. Alternate directions, of course. So you go the opposite way with the knees. Keep your feet wide for this. Beautiful. Back to the center, thighs to belly. And again, if you like that rocking and rolling like we did in the beginning of class, you can repeat. We're going to meet seated in a few moments. All the way up and over. Good. Any comfortable seat, just allow your palms to grip around the kneecaps. Sit nice and tall. Give your shoulders a few circles going one direction and circle the other way as well. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoy moving your body. Thank you.